Ian, upsetting end to the season. Does today's game, do you think, really sort of reflect the season in some ways? Because there were some highs in there were some lows. Is that a sort of reflection, do you think, of the season?
I think probably without a shout. It's I don't know. I stand here today and I'm very disappointed with what I've seen today. I've seen players playing for deals for next season, and I haven't seen performances that have been good enough. Some very, very good spells, but some very, very poor spells, and the goals we give away were awful. And it's such a shame to get a big crowd and disappoint them the way we've performed. I felt, yeah, we've had some spells where we've been really good and we've created some chances, but the way we've defended has been awful, and that probably has summed up our season.
Yeah, really. I mean, from the word go, it was a bit of unfortunate for Tom to put through his goal, wasn't it? Not the best start.
But it's as I say, at the end of the day, Tom was just trying to deal with it. It's the manner of the cross that we're allowed to get in the box. It's the manner of the corner we give away. It's the way we defend in our own 18-yard box. And it ends up with Tom putting his own net. But, you know, we've got to stop the cross at source. If we stop the cross coming in the box, then we never put Tom under pressure from that side of it. And it's the same as the second goal. And, you know, we've allowed cross to come in. We've ended up getting really deep on Michael. We question at half-time why people are allowing themselves to be dropped onto not even on the 6-yard box, not even that, it's 4 yards out. And there's lots of things today that I didn't enjoy, lots of things today that probably has happened a lot this season. And it's just a shame, as I say, because we've had a great turnout again today, and it would have been nice to have finished on a high note for them. Yeah,
I mean, just to talk about that, they've got the awards that are going to take place now. The crowd have been fantastic, haven't they? And they're still hanging around. I mean, that's been a real positive side of this season.
Yeah, and it'd been great if we'd have won today, because I think a few more would have stayed. But as I say, I don't think our performance deserved to win the game. I felt second half they caught us on the counter-attack too many times. The game was too stretched. We never seemed to have any legs about us. Our back four looked tired, even though we put some fresh legs in there today. Maybe we put some players in that probably haven't played any games over the last few weeks, and it's just not their fault, though. We've got to defend from midfield, and we have to defend from the front. I've always said, you know, when we defend from the front and we're good, we're a decent side because we can get teams on the counter attack, and we can cause teams problems, as we did in the first half. You know, I was disappointed to come in at 2-2 because I felt we could have been 3 or 4 1 up at half time, but that's the story of the season, really. And in the second half we could have been 3 or 4 down at one stage. You know, they just carved us open, chance after chance. And then, I don't know, people have told me the penalty, we won the ball. I don't know, I'll have to have a look at it, but it was a silly decision to obviously give us away at that stage when we're trying to fight our way back into the game.
Just briefly, just give us a little insight. What happens now then over the sort of like the coming weeks? Do you sort of sit down, look at the squad? What happens now?
Well, exactly that. Obviously sit down with the players, sit down with the management team in terms of who we believe that's going to make us successful next season, and then we've got to obviously look to try and bring some new bodies in, because I think, as I said to you before, over the course of a season we've not been good enough. So how are we going to strive on to the next level? The players have been outstanding this season. I think the players have been great, but for us to move on and us to progress, then we might have to bring some new bodies in that are going to make us a better team. At the moment, you know, it's hard to reflect. I'm disappointed at the moment for our performance today. I'm disappointed because I think we owed it more to the supporters, and it'd have been lovely to go out on a win, but you know, we've got to pick ourselves up, and then next week I'll be talking to some players, and then try and get a bit of a break in before we start again at the end of June.
Ian, thanks ever so much, and good luck with all of that.
No problem. Thanks very much.